What up, y'all? What it is, what it be like? Welcome to another episode of I Hate the Homies podcast, episode number 47. Rock Teasy is who I beezy. Please don't.
It's your boy Griff.
Please don't.
And I think of 47. I think of the safety from Tampa Bay, Rock T. Help me out.
Oh, John Lynch.
There you go. Appreciate you, baby. And I hate the homies.
That's about the only one, dog, because 47
Yeah,
is one of
47
them.
is such a weird number, dog.
That's a random number, dog.
And it's a white guy. You picked a white guy.
Who is now the GM
For the 49ers.
Yes,
That's
sir.
right.
Wow. I give you that one. And you stop at one.
That's it.
Just one. That's all I said. Just one. Come on, Griff. One. This is your boy Super Dave, but guess what? We don't care.
But
we do care about the NBA playoffs with tips off this week. Oh my goodness. Man, listen, ever since the play-in, I love it. It takes the playoffs to a whole nother level. So we're gonna discuss some of the matchups, man, and give you our thoughts and opinions on that. Griff, you got this seeking brother husband cast that you want to talk about.
Show. It's a new show on TLC, man. It's about polygamy, but you know how it's always them shows about the Mormons and the husbands with all these wives. Well, this one is about a woman who won a gang of husbands. How about that?
So we're going to talk about that, man. We're going to talk about Tiger Woods' performance at the
Tiger
Masters.
Woods.
And we have a special guest this week, Griff.
That's right. We'll be talking to Darnell Parr and her book, Just in Case I Forgot to Tell You, a mother's love story to their daughters. How about that?
I love it, man. So stick around. I Hate the Homies podcast starts right now. Ray Duggar, let's go.
You done messed up, AA Ron.
Yeah, huh? I've been geeking for this broadcast. Got me in my bag, cause all they do is talk a lot of trash. Wait until I see them face to face off of this podcast. What you gotta say now? Check the facts, don't have the wrong stat. Rock T, he a genius as a sport, make Ricky smile, boy. Super Davey Harley come up short on like it's Cowboys. Always controversial, Griff call out plays, no rehearsal. Got me talking all in circles. I hate the homies. And Griff be laughing like it's funny. But they never bet no money. They my mans, but they throw me. I hate the homies.
What's up, y'all? It's Latasha, and I hate the homies.
All right, so let's get into these NBA playoffs, man.
You don't want to, before we do the playoffs, nobody want to acknowledge Latasha Scott from Escape.
Yeah, come on, Rock, man. Somebody talking about us, man.
Right.
My bad,
You
Latasha
understand me?
Scott
She
talking
got
about
the
she.
gospel album.
You owe her money, too?
She hate. I love that she hate the homies, though. I love that she hate the I hate the homies.
Straight up, let me ask you guys, what y'all do for Resurrection Day, man? Easter.
Man, let me tell you something. After church, my son wanted to hang out with some of his homies, his little baseball buddies. So we like, yeah, come on, man, y'all can hang out. So he did that. Me and Crystal chilled, relaxed, barbecued a little bit, and just relaxed, man. And what I did, man, after we relaxed a little bit, I literally worked in the yard like most of the day, man. I cut some grass. I was trimming hedges. It was like 80 degrees.
You are an outside person, aren't you?
Man, it was like
I
80
can't
degrees.
stand outside. I cannot stand it.
But here-
Be out there, dog.
Oh man, I love it. But Crystal was out there with me. She's up there walking, getting her steps in, and I'm over here doing yard work, and we just had a relaxed, enjoyment time at the
I
crib.
like it. Dave?
I went to church, my mother's
I
church.
don't believe you.
I did.
Okay.
You want to call my mother now? You want to call
no,
her now?
I don't. I
Okay.
believe we ain't talking about nobody mama. I believe you, dog.
We believe you got a mom. It's just the wife
We
part.
do believe you.
I went to church.
Then he didn't say my family. He just said I went to my mama's church.
I mean, I took my family to my mother's church, my wife and my two kids, and we had a nice time at church. And then we came back to her house, and we had dinner. And we sat there and watched, well, they didn't watch it with me, but I was watching Empire Strikes Back, laying on the couch in my mother's house after we ate. And then I went home and I relaxed for the rest of the day. That was it.
Nice. My morning, I forgot that I was having some cameras and security stuff hooked up to my house and forgot that I did it on Easter. So
On a
I was
Sunday?
supposed to- Man, let me tell you something. My morning, let me tell you how horrible my Easter started, dog. So the dude came over. I missed his call at 8:15. He called back. I went downstairs. He was outside. I was like, perfect. He went to go hook up the door thing. This won't work. I said, it's cool. Just do the other two. He went to go hook up the camera outside. It wouldn't work. I said, it's cool. Just do the one. He went to hook the video doorbell. That didn't work either. Wasted my whole damn Easter morning. I watched 2 services, but I had to snap out of it, dog. I was about to waste some meltdown minutes, dog. I'm just saying. Unlike Rock T, all happy and go lucky outside.
He always
dog.
happy, man.
I was actually mad.
Yeah, dog.
I ain't gonna lie, dog. I was mad, but then it got better. Yesterday April 9th was my mom's birthday too, so I actually
Happy
talked
birthday.
to my mom for about 90 minutes. That was cool.
Yes.
That's good stuff, dog.
Did all the other guys come over too?
Oh. Hey man, she's in between dudes right now. Don't do that.
I'm just asking. Don't.
For the record, y'all just tuning in to I Hate the Homies podcast. Griff's mom was married, 9 times?
9 times.
9 times. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
That's what he says. It could have been 11.
That's pretty.
No.
It's pretty aggressive, dog.
It's just 9. I will remember 11. Thank you very much. She hasn't peaked at double digits yet.
But it's the way you say it's just 9.
9. Like it's no big deal. I don't understand that.
He said, no, just 9.
It's just 9, dog. Just relax, dog. Let my mom help you. If you've been married 3 times and you feel away, my mom been married 9 and my daddy been married 5. You'll be fine. It's okay. You will love again. How about that?
It
Well,
is,
definitely.
man. Speaking of love again, I'm loving the NBA season again now. Because before now, they don't play defense. They don't start playing defense until the playoffs. There was somebody it was a score the other like 151 to 134.
157.
I saw
That was the Golden State Warriors.
Yeah, come on, man.
But you know what?
I get it. It's the era of 3-point shooting, but come on, really?
But before we get into the NBA playoffs, there's one thing I want to get off my chest from last week's episode. Because we finished the show, I think we were talking about Patrick Beverly and what he does, not having sex before a game, and then all of a sudden...
We tried to talk about the not having sex
Yes, we
part,
tried
but it turned into Rock T calling that man a superstar, and we just left the show.
So for me, this is for me to you, Rock, because this is a former NBA player. He was on a podcast called I Am Athlete. Steven Jackson. You know, he played for Indiana. He played for Golden State. He played for San Antonio.
He tell it like it is.
He tell it like it is. So will you please listen to him and what he said about Patrick Beverly?
Pat Bev ain't the toughest on the street.
The toughest. Pat Bev is an annoyance. I don't want to say he's the toughest.
Stack, you know he want that smoke. Pat plays hard on the court, and I respect him for that. You know what I'm saying? But all the other stuff, you know, Pat know he ain't that good in basketball. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, how can you say that? He's in the NBA.
Pat is great at knowing people and getting the people ahead on the court. You know what I'm saying? When he be acting like he be stopping people, they still be getting 30 and 40 points. So.
Right there. Ended right there. That's right there.
All right, so you want me to say something?
Address this now,
okay,
please.
I'll address it. So
you're the sports genius, right?
So I'm going to say this, and then I'm going to conclude. Now, my thought with Patrick Beverly of calling him a superstar, as you guys heard me last week, in his role as a role player. Okay. Now, after thinking about it for a little bit, I am going to retract a little bit. Now, look, will I still have Patrick Beverly on my team? Yes.
Oh, yeah, I wanted him too.
Because he and them Draymond Greens, you need those kind of dog-type players that they can care less about scoring points. But I'll retract that. I'll retract and say, you know what? Superstar is strong for that. So,
thank you.
A good player. That's it. That's
I
all.
appreciate it, and we good. Let's talk about the playoffs.
Thank you. Let's get to the playoffs. I had to get it off my chest.
There it is.
And stop saying superstar for everybody.
I don't say superstar for everybody.
Okay, I'm just saying. Now we know, right?
Yeah, come on,
We've learned a lesson.
Don't go to the extreme with it now.
Okay, here we go.
Hold on. Speaking of extreme, anybody watching the XFL? Like it's like 2 more weeks, and then it's gonna be the playoffs.
NBA playoffs now. Go ahead, Rocky.
So we kicking off this week, man. We got the play-in games, and this is like, I ain't gonna lie, man. Outside of the championship, the play-in is my favorite part of the tournament because it's like you listen. If you lose, well, they got well, not really because you got the 7th and the 8th seed, so they're playing for higher seedings. But then the 11th and 12th seed are the ones that you win, you lose, you go home.
It's very
That's right.
confusing, but I understand what you're saying.
Absolutely. So,
So say it slow to somebody. So, for example, ladies and gentlemen, in the playoffs, number 1 plays number 8, number 2 plays number 7, but 9 and 10 are still trying to get in.
And normally in the old scheme, in the old system, 9 and 10 would even be mentioned in a playoff race. It was the first top 8 teams in that conference. That's it.
Yep.
right. So, okay, so disregard what I said about 11 and 12.
No,
That's wishful thinking.
You went low. Yeah, that's what you hope.
No, you know what he wanted? Hey,
He wanted
Griff.
the Mavericks.
Exactly. He wanted the team that he said. He wanted the team that he fought with me when they got Kyrie.
11 with Kyrie.
And what did I tell him back then? I said they wouldn't even make the playoffs.
Yeah,
I told him that.
You did. Yes, you did.
When you gonna learn to listen to me?
I gave Super Davis props on the Ricky Smiley Morning Show about he called the Kyrie Irving whole thing.
I didn't see it coming, but
Either,
he
dog,
did.
like that's
They were worse. They were a worse team.
and then they tank it on purpose this
At
last
the
week
end, that was
to
weak.
lose them last 2 games on purpose.
That was
Yeah,
weak.
they did.
That was
Yeah,
weak.
that was.
And that's bad because now when you look at Luka, you're trying to keep him around after 2024. He can decide to go somewhere else, a team that's going to really do something in the front office and bring talent in to support him and be around him.
Well, they getting rid of Kyrie.
Well-
Kyrie's gone.
Well,
yes.
Kyrie's going to go, but I think, Luka made a statement that said he's going to be around, but he has to be around for next year.
Yeah, next year.
I ain't realized if they don't do something with him but do you think Kyrie messed up the team? 'Cause
No.
the Mavericks was on fire.
I think he
They don't
messed
have-
up the flow.
They don't have no depth. They don't have
and
no
that's
depth.
what did I tell y'all then?
You
I
did.
said that.
They don't have any depth, man.
Don't have any depth. The defense was already poor, but at least the defense was poor when it had all the other players, but they were in the 4th and 5th spot. When they got Kyrie, their defense went out in the garbage.
You know who got depth that nobody would think of is the Milwaukee
I was going to
Bucks.
say that.
Oh yeah.
Them boys. So here's and I am one who did it too. We disrespect the Bucks just all season. They win the championship. No one care. They get, you know what I'm saying? They the number 1 team in the East right now, but everybody wanted to talk about Boston.
And they probably have the best player in the NBA right now.
76ers. Exactly.
Giannis is the best player to me.
The Greek Freak.
The Greek Freak can win it every single year, the numbers he put up.
Well,
And
we already know.
They was number 1 while they was on the bench.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean.
Him and the dude with all the teeth in his mouth. What's that dude's name?
You
talking about Middleton?
You noticed the weirdest thing.
That dude got 7 jaws of teeth, dog. Who am I talking about, Rock?
Is it Middleton you talking about?
Yes, dog. That dude look
Oh,
like
he does.
all
He does.
Scooby-Doo cartoons villains. I would have got away with it if it wasn't for them pesky kids and that dog.
We
Jabberjaws.
we said all that to come back to the NBA playoffs because at the end of the day, it was part of what Rock said when he said 11 and 12, which they're not a part of the playoff system, but we had to get them about the Mavericks. But when you look at what's coming up this week with the Lakers going against Minnesota.
Hey, y'all better watch out for them Lakers. I hope you ain't written them off yet. I
We'll get to our picks in a minute, but go ahead.
Okay, I mean, I ain't saying they gonna get all the way.
They're a better defensive team right now. I
Dog,
give you that.
They are playing the best basketball in the
They
league
playing some
right
good
now.
basketball.
But
Yeah,
we're
they
just
going hard.
we're just a toenail away from who being out for the entire playoff season.
Yep.
Anthony Davis.
Yeah, man.
Okay, then.
He's fragile.
As
bro.
Charles
Look,
Barkley said, they call them street
baby
clothes.
toe.
He's fragile,
Ba-
man.
Street clothes. That's hilarious. Charles Barkley is funny, man. That dude, street clothes,
Man,
Jeez.
listen.
And it's the bottom part of the playoff thing, but these games matter because whoever wins is part of seeding who you're going to play against, especially in the Western Conference. It could be Denver going against Oklahoma or New Orleans because they got to play in the play-in, and that's number 9 and number 10 teams. That's in the Western Conference. In the Eastern Conference, you got Miami, number 7, going against number 8, Atlanta, and number 9, Toronto, going against Chicago.
Did Zion stay?
He's not healthy.
And what? Okay, that's what I thought. But the other boy, because there was another. He's too big, man.
He
That
got
dude
to
running
lose some
around.
weight.
He too young to be that big. Like you You in the part of your life where you can eat pizza? Well, I guess he can't.
He can't. No, dog.
Nah, he need to start eating smoothies or something. But the dude, it's hard for me to say Zion is a superstar when you was at Duke. You for sure was a superstar. And then you came in the NBA and it's been somebody else's team.
He can't stay healthy.
He just can't stay healthy.
Can't stay healthy.
Now Zion is a star.
Yeah, just don't say superstar.
He haven't earned super yet.
Oh, thank you. That's
right.
Thank you
for saying
But he's a star.
I got a tear coming down when you said that.
Let me tell you something. We might have to bring up interviews from other people every episode if that's going to start changing ways around here.
But let's be honest, man.
I feel like a married couple that went to counseling, and now you applying what we learned.
Yeah,
to our everyday life.
Practice,
right?
Just practice.
Yes. Yeah, he's
Let's
a star.
talk.
He can be a bigger star if we could see more of him.
Well, let's just be honest, man. I mean, outside of the Bucks, maybe Boston, but not even them teams. Everybody's on even playing field, if you ask me. All the records there ain't no 60, 70 team wins this year.
Oh yeah,
So everybody is 50s, and then everybody else is in the 40s. So
everybody's in the 40s.
So it's like, come on, man. When you're talking about 1 versus 8 and then all this kind of stuff, listen, anybody can be beat on any given doggone series.
But it's a 7-game series.
In my opinion. Now I do think Milwaukee has the edge in the East because of their defense, as you said, Griff.
And depth.
And they got depth as well.
Man, they got so much, God.
But Boston is Boston. I mean, they was there last year.
What about the teams like Sacramento, who nobody saw play, but they won a lot of games, and Cleveland too? Like Sacramento, Cleveland.
But guess who Sacramento got to play the first round, bro?
Who?
The Golden State Warriors.
Oh yes. They about to be the 916 all over again, dog.
And Sacramento's nice.
Arco Arena. They nice, but they don't want that smoke.
No, they're nice. They're nice, but the problem with Sacramento is they don't play defense. That's the problem. You're going to put 130, almost 140 to win some of those games against Golden State. What Golden State has a problem with right now, and I'm picking Golden State when we do our picks, but what Golden State has the major problem with, and I know it was a regular season, but they were one of the worst road teams ever in NBA history after winning the championship to play like they did. They won 11-30 on the road. 11-30 from an NBA champion.
Look, dog.
They were horrible.
When it comes to Golden State Warriors, I don't throw all that stuff out the doggone window, man. It's
a new season.
It's playoffs.
Yeah, it's a new season.
Steph Curry, all of them about to say, okay, now y'all ready to really play? He's like, y'all ready to play now? Okay, let's go.
And they got Wiggins back, who was going through some personal stuff.
They got Wiggins back.
Since early February, he was out from this basketball team.
Yeah.
But you know who I'm really excited to watch this year is Phoenix. I want to see how far they can get with Kevin Durant on that squad.
I mean, they on 2K, them boys is incredible. on the video game, everybody picking Phoenix in the country to play with on the video game because you got nothing but shooters. But in real life,
they're just an injury away from being a normal team because they have no depth.
Street clothes, dog.
Yeah.
It's a
and
gang
we know
of
how
street
fragile
clothes
Kevin
people
Durant
over
has been over the years.
I'm talking about that dude is Mr. Glass.
He got hurt. What
in pregame?
In pregame
himself. Nobody
touched him.
Exactly. That was his last injury.
I mean, they did go at a certain point go 8-0 with Kevin Durant and with Phoenix, but again, when you're going against teams like Golden State, teams like Denver,
Memphis,
I think that in a 7-game series, the depth plays a part.
Can Ja Morant get his team to the next level this year in the playoffs?
Yeah, that's a good
The guns will be smoking
man.
if he does.
Can he take the next step?
That was good. I felt good about that.
Thank you.
You ain't even a comedian, and I felt proud of you right there, dog.
Thank you.
Let me tell
Thank
you something.
you.
We need to go to more couples counseling because it all comes together through therapy. I feel like we're closer and we're better now. Like,
we're communicating. There's love there.
This is so good.
Yes.
This is so good.
So let's talk about the Minnesota Timberwolves and the bonehead things that's going on with that doggone squad.
Yeah, explain that to me, homie.
So they center Rudy Gobert and Kyle Anderson got into it.
Oh, they got They
went second quarter of the game, and it's a timeout, and they in there going back and forth. Just you can tell they arguing back and forth. So Rudy throws a jab right in his chest, like a punch, like boom, right in his chest. And they ended up sending him to the crib. Like, go to the locker room and then go on home. So he got kicked out the game pretty much. This is the Minnesota Wolves kicked him out the game. And then Jaden McDaniel, another one of their dogs, he gets 2 early fouls in the first half, so coach got to sub him out the game. So he's mad at himself. He walking up the little old hallway and punches a freaking wall and breaks his hand, his shooting hand. So now he's out for the rest. He's out for the rest of the season, the playoffs, and all that. He can't even play. So 2 of their best players, they still haven't made a ruling on what they're gonna do with Rudy, if they're gonna suspend him or not. But that could be. I
just watched it.
Come on, dog.
The Gobert punch.
He'll play.
First of all, yeah,
he's gonna play now because
because broke hand dude is gone. So they need all their players. But yeah, you just hurt the team in a way that if they don't advance, I mean, what's dude's contract look like? Like stuff like that got to do with will you be a Timberwolf next year type of stuff.
Man,
like not for Gobert, for the broken hand dude though.
Yeah, so I'm like Stephen A. Smith, like what could piss you off so bad?
That you hurt yourself, dog.
That you hurt yourself,
dog.
And you punch with your shooting hand.
Let me tell you something. I'm not a dude who get mad and hit walls. Never have been. But I done been in people's houses who got holes in their walls that it's only from one thing. And I know how to calm myself, dog. First of all, this'll go away. This is fine. This is, you know what I'm saying? I talk myself off a cliff often, but I'm just saying, like, to physically go, man, and stick my hand in a hot oven, that don't make no sense. Like, who?
Nah, I can see.
Who are you hurting in that way?
You notice someone like real quiet right now, right? Griff.
His house got so many holes, and they real low. They by the doorknob.
Why you gotta say they low, man?
It's so many. He don't have enough caulk. He ain't saying nothing,
you
y'all.
Said caulk.
Did you hear?
You said caulk. Make sure you say that right.
He don't have enough caulk in his house to fill them holes up.
Because we already know who the angry man is.
Already know.
I'm an angry man. I'm an angry black man. I really
You
am.
hit a wall before?
Yes, I have.
How about that?
Multiple walls.
And it was higher than the doorknob.
The doorknob?
Not that much higher, but it was.
Have you ever hit a beam, or you just went right through to the drywall?
Went right through the drywall.
Yeah, I know, people. I called myself throwing a phone. My ex-wife, we was arguing, and I threw a phone. You know them old house phones that didn't have a cord.
Yeah.
And but listen though, so I threw the phone, and she had shut the door. I threw the phone and stuck in the door, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then when she came out, and then I went in the bathroom, and she was like, "Oh, you want to throw a phone?" And I went in the bathroom, and I could hear her tearing the room up, right? And I was just in the room, like I was in the bathroom looking in the mirror like, I should have threw that phone. Dog, I came out the bathroom, it literally looked like a gang war was in the room. Like it wasn't worth it, dog. Like everything, I lost that day. She showed me that if I want to throw phones, then she would throw the room, dog. And she did. Point to all of this, calm down. And stay in the playoffs.
I want to know why Super Dave punched the wall.
Because he mad. You know why he mad. Papa Smurf ain't have his berries. Smurfette talking to other people, you know what it is.
Yeah, I really think I'm bipolar, so I can't tell you what happened that particular day.
Guess what? My daddy bipolar, my mama bipolar. I'm a quarter polar at least. It's in me.
Yeah.
You understand me? No,
yeah.
I'm saying you gotta listen. If you know yourself, and I appreciate you saying, yeah, I don't remember a time. I just know somebody said something, and I turned around and the hole was in the wall. Period.
So you really don't remember why you hit the wall?
I don't remember. I don't, because I've done it plenty of not just one, 2 or 3 times.
No, you did it way more than 3
Well,
times,
I'm
dog. You ain't got to lie to us, dog, and go low on the number. You sound like a girl. How many dudes you slept with? 2?
And I got 100.
Including you.
Before we move on, make your picks for your Western Conference and Eastern Conference Finals.
Oh, go ahead, sir. You go first.
I got man, I don't want to go with this. I'm going with Denver. Somehow they get past Phoenix because I don't think Phoenix has enough depth.
And
they got Jamal Murray back with Denver. I think it's going to help them catapult them in the Western Conference Finals. But I got Golden State going back in the Western Conference Finals. In the East, I got Milwaukee taking on Boston
For the finals.
for the
Eastern Conference.
Eastern Conference Finals.
Okay.
And then for my championship, I got Golden State, Milwaukee, and I'm pulling with Golden State.
All right.
You know what? I like your Golden State. I definitely got them. But I'm going to raise you a Denver and go with these Memphis Grizzlies in the finals for the West. And then my Eastern Conference is Milwaukee and Boston. And a championship, I believe, will be Golden State, Milwaukee.
This is one of them situations where I think the writing's on the wall, man. I got Golden State, Milwaukee as well. I mean, I think everything's going to play out the way we think it is on paper.
Yeah.
Now, I will say this. I think the Lakers going to shake it up a little bit.
Well, make the call then. I want you to make that call.
No, I'm saying Lakers going to shake it up like within the first couple of rounds. I ain't saying they're going to get all the way to the doggone championship, but they're going to shake it up. A lot of people don't have the Lakers getting past the first round. So they're going to shake some things up. So
who they play first?
The Lakers in their position right now would play Memphis. They would play Memphis.
Yeah, they won't get.
And without Memphis having Steve Adams, he's out for the rest of the playoffs.
They ain't got big man.
They ain't got the big man out there.
They ain't got big nasty dog.
They could get past.
He's a dog.
Come on,
they
dog.
Might be Memphis.
They could get past. They could get past
Adams
Memphis, and then it could be Golden State going against the Lakers.
And the Golden State gonna beat the Lakers. But the Lakers ain't gonna make it easy for them. I'm telling you, man, something about them Lakers.
I agree, but again, we're talking about Anthony Davis. We ain't talking about LeBron James. We're talking about Anthony Davis.
You just like him in the playoffs, Rock?
Yeah, if Anthony Davis can stay healthy, they can push Golden State to 7
Capitalize that, what you just said. Thank you.
If was a fifth, we'll all be drunk right now.
Listen, and I don't even know the measurements of liquor, but I feel like that's a good a lot of volume.
How about if and butts was candy and nuts, we can have a big party.
Yeah, I always get confused on that one. So I ain't gonna mess with it.
Yeah, I hate the one you just said though. I'm about to hit a wall.
I might have violated a man law on that one.
Yeah, butts and nuts. What?
And quickly, who's your MVP for the regular season?
You gotta give to Joel Embiid. No,
yeah,
you gotta give to Joel.
I'm right there with you.
Yeah,
with the way Joel played toward the last few weeks of the season, got to give it to Joel.
He earned it, dog.
Now here go the question that we didn't write down. Will he stay in Philadelphia?
Ooh, this is his last year, isn't it? His contract year.
Man.
Well, yeah, Joel is saying, but let's get to the playoffs first. And Doc said the same thing too. Let's make the playoff run first. They can surprise everybody, make him want to stay, right?
No, if let's say they went far in the playoffs, right?
Yeah.
What do that mean? And you lose, it just go to what you already knew. You got your MVP. You brought these boys to the championship every year you was with the team. Time to move on.
But what if you make it to the NBA Finals? And
He'll be the MVP.
But I'm saying you're one game away, and you're gonna still move on.
If he moved on, if he moved on anywhere, it would be Los Angeles with LeBron.
Yeah, but guess what? That's a good move.
But then what would you do with AD?
I mean,
you think AD's gone after this year?
I think he's there as long as LeBron is there. That's LeBron.
Yeah,
LeBron was the GM. He brought him in.
Can you imagine a healthy Anthony Davis and Joel Embiid?
We can't. That's the problem.
Imagine. That's the problem. It will be Joel Embiid.
That's a fantasy.
That's old school. A power forward and a center.
It will be a power forward and street clothes.
Yes, and they couldn't make the money work. The money would not work. He would not be there.
Oh man.
You'd have to get rid of Anthony Davis. That would be the big solution for them.
All right, so let's get ready to talk about this seeking brother husband that Griff just loves right about now, this new television show. We're going to talk about that coming up next. All right, Griff, so tell us why you're so excited about Seeking Brother Husband. I mean, the name alone is already throwing me off.
Seeking Brother Husband is awesome. Let me tell you. First of all, you have to be a fan of TLC. Now, TLC is the station, the channel where you can get Hoarders, 1,000 pound. No, Hoarders come on another A&E. On TLC, you can see 1,000-Pound Sisters, My 600-Pound Life, Married at First Sight, 90-Day Fiance, all these ones, right? Well, they're new. Oh, and they got all the midget, the little people show.
How do you say that?
Don't say the M word, dog.
I'm gonna be offended. I'm gonna be offended.
Man, they got all of the Daves, the little ones, the families, the big Dave, little Dave. But their newest show is called, and I love it, Seeking Brother Husband. Now, you've seen the, what are those people called from Utah? You've seen the Mormons.
The Mormons, yeah.
And those shows that they have where it'd be like, hey, I'm Grant, and these are my 9 wives. And, well, it's a polygamous show as well. And except this time, the first time they've ever did it on camera, a woman is looking for dudes to be in basically her stable. And it's very pimpish. Like, it's like one dude is a black dude and a white dude.
She's married to one of them, right? I know it's just.
Yeah, you know which one I'm talking about. Yeah, she's married to one of them. So the other dude, they sleep in separate rooms. So both, it's the craziest. Dog, let me tell you something. First of all,
is she married to the other guy? I guess I'm confused. Is she married to the other guy too, or it's just the one?
So it's a black lady and it's a couple white ladies. The black lady one is the one that just interests me the most because she's married to one of the guys, and that dude gets to stay in her room. But then the other dude has his own room, and then they swap out. It's a lot of arguing about whose time is it with her, and the way she chumps them off and plays them off like, hey, stop bothering the queen style. Like, and the dude go, I'm so sorry. Like, it's very low self-esteem on the dudes, but I figure if dudes can do it, why not? Women, come on now. Does
the dudes call her mistress? I'm sorry, mistress. I'm sorry, mistress.
No. It ain't. I know what you talking about. No, it ain't that kind of relationship. It's actually, they eat together. You know, they do things together. It's dog. And see, with men, it has to be an alpha male in the house, and the alpha male is the girl. That's the bottom line. Thank you.
So she is pretty much a set-out chick.
What's that?
The set-out chick is the chick that pretty much sleeps with everybody. All the dudes.
No, but she not.
It's confusing because are they married to both? Is she married to both guys? Because that's not legal.
That's what she want to do. She want to bring them in. So she's
married to one for sure.
She's married to one of them, but so it all starts like this. I'm in an open relationship, right? Not me, Arlen Dwayne Griffin, but
so you better clean that up. You better clean that up.
Fix that fast as hell.
But your mother, on the other hand,
we didn't interview your mother.
I'll give you that, dog.
You walked into that one, dog.
That's fine.
I love your mom.
That's 2 for 2, dog. Y'all,
and so many other men love her too.
Like I said. Anyway. Hey, man, my mama's love, dog.
What's the Commodore song? Jesus is love. Your mom is love.
Lenore is love. She's love. Okay. So basically, they set up. It starts off with, let's be in an open relationship. So the open relationship, if anyone doesn't know, means I can have a boyfriend or I can have a girlfriend and you can have a boyfriend. And, That's the kind of relationship we have, but it's all about us. So in this seeking brother husband, the women are in control of the group, should I say. It's kind of cool. It's a flip because we just never seen it from that angle before. So it's kind of interesting. I ain't going to lie. It comes on Sundays, 9 o'clock.
Sound like she the set-out chick.
Stop saying that. No, she not a hoe. She a lady that got, I don't know. She got hoe tendencies. I'll say that.
She the set-out.
No, set-out is somebody that's just out there nasty. She not out there nasty. She got a house full of dudes.
Listen to this. I'm going to get rock because I haven't had a chance to watch the show.
Right.
I'm pretty sure you haven't either. Okay, maybe you know who this person is. Steven. You know who Steven is? Okay, so Steven, the Stevensons have been married close to 30 years. In Kenya, is this the black woman?
The black girl. Yeah, that's the black girl.
She's been in her second marriage for approximately 10. 4 years into Kenya's marriage with Carr, she found herself in love with another man. Years after Kenya's romantic confession, Carr confessed that he fallen for a co-worker. Okay. Kenya was excited for her husband to open up the relationship so they could do what they're doing now.
Be open.
Right.
That's basically it's an open marriage.
But in this one, they can't have no side girls. They just got to have Kenya. That's the pimping in it.
But Kenya can have side guys.
Kenya can bring dudes in.
Which goes back to being the set-out.
But she's not marrying these people. She only has one husband.
Right.
Because that's the only legal part, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's not legal in America.
Is she having sexual relations with all of these?
Oh, hell
men?
yeah.
She's
Absolutely.
the set-out.
You know what? I'm going to end it on that. It sounds like she is, dog.
Griff, she is. Where do you do this in America? But I also read up on this, too. It's like tens of thousands of people doing this thing.
Oh yeah,
This is nothing new.
And no. This is America.
My wife would kill me. But first of all, if it's my wife or just say a woman, if I'm married to someone, I couldn't see her with somebody else. I'm in the next room knowing he's putting his foot on her throat.
Can't do it, dog.
Dang, why you got to put his foot on her throat?
Well, you know
That's what you hear.
Right. Let's move on, dog. That's a horrible visual.
Super.
He sound like how he gonna be in there doing what I do.
Let's talk about
and then she don't clean up afterwards. That's the problem. She come right to my room next.
Right.
Okay. All right.
Where are we going?
This is you. You watching this show, Griff.
I love this show, dog.
They got you.
They got me. I'm sucked in. I ain't gonna lie.
Don't say so.
Yeah. But you on the show with two other dudes. You can't say that, dog.
Well,
so, let's talk about.
Maybe I should lift my foot off her throat, and then Dave could understand it better.
Let's talk about Le Tigre, Tiger Woods, man. How he did at the Masters.
Tigre.
That's coming up next, man. All right, so Tiger Woods, who had to withdraw from the Masters, man, he started off, stumbled out the blocks in round number 1. Y'all don't know there's 4 rounds in the Masters. And he did pretty decent round 2 and made the cut. And then, of course, he injured his knee, I believe. Was it his knee?
Ankle.
Okay, his ankle,
yeah.
And he had to withdraw from the tournament. But he wasn't going to win it anyways. He was having one of his off Tiger Woods moments. And so the question is, will he ever be the same again? No.
No.
He won't ever. He will
Are we talking before his wife or ex-wife came after him with the, what was it, a golf club?
When he was naked in the car, driving,
Oh, we're talking about when he had the accident over a couple of years ago.
Well, that accident almost like...
He almost lost a leg.
Yeah, so he'll never be the Tiger Woods.
They didn't know he was going... They thought he was going to get his leg amputated, dog.
Yeah. So for him to even come back from that is a victory. Now, will he ever win another major tournament? How about that question?
No.
Griff?
I
mean, he might win one, but
on the senior circuit. I think that's what they call it in golf, right?
No, that's when you old. That's for the older.
No,
I'm saying later on down the line. I ain't talking about now.
I don't. You know the bad part. we just, I don't know. It was kind of the same way watching Michael Jordan play for the Wizards. Like, of course the Wizards wanted 23 in 96, Michael, but they got, I'm about to retire Michael. In our mind, we want Tiger Woods to be that dude just collecting green jackets. But in reality, Tiger Woods, he peaked out. I mean, he will be the greatest golfer of all time. I think he's still behind.
He's still behind Jack.
Yeah. A couple. And we all thought he was going to reach that 10 years ago, but Jack might keep that record.
But that's some of his own fault. We're not talking about even with the accident he had a couple of years ago. We're talking about the secrecy, the secrets he had that we didn't know about that came out later on. All the women.
Yeah, but you know what?
And some toe-up women. We ain't talking about no beautiful women.
In sports let me tell you something. That dude was, butt ugly females, dog. And maybe women gonna say it don't matter. It do matter.
Yeah,
we all have fetishes. That was his fetish, the ugly woman.
He liked ugly regular chicks.
Yeah.
But maybe it's because all the beautiful, over exuberant ones he just was sick of. He liked them ones that nobody would talk to, dog. Like he was booing them up, dog. He was buying them apartments in Vegas. We all saw the documentary, but They look
nasty.
Dog.
Go ahead. They look nasty. They really did.
He said
but he had a certain type. He had a certain type he was after. And his ex-wife was beautiful.
Right.
Yeah.
But he had a type.
She wasn't his type.
No. It was a type he wanted to, I guess, have relations with anytime he wanted.
Yeah.
That was it.
He like a Waffle House girl, dog. Like,
damn.
Golly, dog.
Damn.
To the house.
I guess they won't be a sponsor for us anytime soon.
The ones I saw, man, was and not that that we go, ooh, Tiger Woods, but it does change the narrative if all of them was Janet Jackson bad or
they were nice. It would change it. I mean,
you'd be like, I see you, Tiger.
I see you, Tiger. Especially the brothers. The white guys won't do
it. We see you, Tiger.
Especially when he had a chance to do something that we all thought he could possibly do 10 years ago. Like you said, you brought up 10 years ago. We all thought if anybody could beat Jack record, he could do it. And I think he's going to fall short of it.
Now, look, let's throw out a couple little points here.
Cut him some slack. Go ahead, Rock.
Now, when Jack played, there wasn't that many courses that had 500-yard par fours.
Number one.
Yeah, so Jack, if you put Jack on today's courses, he still will win. He wouldn't be. I don't think he would win as many.
Exactly.
He probably would win. I would take maybe three championships from him on today's courses, because today's
which would
courses
tie him around with what Tiger got.
We'll put him right where Tiger is, man. So
yeah.
So now that I say that, can Tiger win at least one more tournament?
One major tournament.
I think he could. I think he got one left in him, man.
I think he got one in him, and he need to end it on that day, and it'll probably be the Duracell Light battery tournament that's somewhere small. But I would just like to include this, and it's something I say all the time. I don't think sports records should count until black people play. I just don't. Was it really football before Jim Brown? Like, I just don't think sports should count. Like, was it really baseball before Hank Aaron? Like, no.
But you can't erase history. I mean, that's part.
You can't erase history, but he makes a good point. Like, what if they would have allowed the Negro League players to play in the Major Leagues?
Yeah, Satchel Paige out there on a woo.
Come on, dog.
I don't think they would be hittable. Yeah. Like, them boys was on a different level.
Okay, but then they allowed the brother to play on the golf course, and he effed it up. He screwed it up.
He actually went out there and became the best that ever did it. But
he's not the best. Right now, he had
the best.
He doesn't hold the record. Has he passed Jack yet?
And to quote Rock T, he's a superstar, dog. So in the sport.
I give him that. We'll give him that.
Okay, now that okay, that's arguable. Because look.
No.
Think about
Tiger
it.
Woods ain't a superstar. Tiger Woods ain't changed golf.
Come on,
Tiger
Rob.
Woods
No,
ain't got everybody wearing red shirts and a
that's
black
what
hat.
That's my point. Is Tiger Woods the greatest, even though he didn't win as many as Jack?
He got more money than
Michael
Jack.
Jordan didn't win as many championships as some of the other great players, but we call him the greatest.
I see where you're going.
Come on, dog.
I see where you go.
I think Tiger Woods, in my opinion, is the greatest golfer of all time.
I mean, he'll have a picture in my house.
Now, the greatest ball striker, dang it, I shouldn't have said that.
He made us watch golf. I'll put it like this. Brothers that didn't really watch golf or even play golf, he made people come. He made us come to golf and watch it.
Right. And the greatest, the greatest, I got to say this and not violate man law, but the greatest ball striker, that's what they call golfers that hit
Feeling
balls.
comfortable in this room. Go ahead, finish it.
Well, now it's off of me.
Was Ben Hogan.
Go ahead, Rock.
There's Ben Hogan. But the greatest golfer of all time, in my opinion, you got to go with Tiger Woods because he's the Michael Jordan of golf.
The
same way Jordan went to the Wizards and faded out his career is the same way that's what's happening to Tiger right now in his career.
But just think how incredible. I mean, I don't question that what you just said. I agree with you on that. But he could have been, because people were afraid. They were intimidated of Tiger back in the day.
Absolutely.
And not now when Tiger, they're not the same.
Exactly.
And you got the young guys coming up too. They're not intimidated by Tiger at all.
Nobody.
He a fable to them. They like, he used to be sweet. My daddy liked Tiger Woods.
But there's something about when Tiger tees up. When he tees up, it's like, okay, this could be.
This could be. This might not be what you want.
Come on now. It is still Tiger Woods.
Yeah.
But then we've seen him the last couple of years and you go, yeah, he ain't the same Tiger Woods. No. Just admit it. He's not.
He's not. We all agree on that.
Okay.
But I think he can get one more. And like you said, it may be the Duracell challenge, but
that's not a major.
I think he can get one of the majors. I really do.
Griff, you think he can get a major? One major.
And when? Give me a time frame.
In
until before he retires.
Yeah, the next 4 or 5 years.
Yeah, I think he can adjust some things to
now he's not going to be able to play in all the majors every year.
Yeah,
he's going to have to pick and choose one or two of them.
Exactly. Yeah, agreed.
And I think he can get one more, man.
I think he's done.
We're gonna find out.
Why are you laughing, girl? I mean,
because we was all serious. I think he can give it. I think he's done.
There was nothing else to add to it. He's done.
I know. That's why it's funny.
Well, let's get into this amazing interview that we have coming up, Griff Dog.
Okay. So, guys, right now we got the opportunity to talk to Darnell Parr. She is an author. She's a mom. She's an awesome wife. You might know her husband, Russ Parr, comedian, producer, director, but she wrote a book.
Never heard of him.
You stupid. Don't do that.
The light-skinned homie.
No, the West Coast homie for me. But anyway, she wrote a book called Just in Case I Forgot to Tell You. And when she told me about the book, I immediately said, we got to get you on the show. The book, she started writing down things to make sure she told her daughter if something ever happened to her. And she told me it just turned into a whole book. So, Darnell, can you tell us about this awesome book? We're all girl dads. I was tearing up when you was telling me.
I was tearing up when I saw the actual book for the first time. Like I was telling you, I would write down things that I wanted my daughter to know as a woman and as a teenager. Just dealing with boys, dealing with people, no matter who they're dealing with, just knowing how to have boundaries for yourself, leave people behind that don't treat you well. That's really what about her having self-esteem and being able to stand up for herself. And Russ would actually see me writing these things down, and I would write in my kids' baby books for their birthdays also and write them a letter. And he would get sad every time he saw me doing it. When he saw me writing down these little nuggets for Chandler, he was like, you have to make this into a book. And I kept telling him, no, this is personal. This is just for my daughter. And he was like, no, I think other girls would benefit from this too. So that's how it came to be. Me just wanting my daughter to have some wisdom about being a woman and moving in the world.
What'd you tell her about dudes? Like when you start dating, what was something you told her that still kind of make you laugh, but you were serious when you told her?
Oh, I would tell her to just watch out for red flags and trust her intuition. And I would always talk to her about her intuition. She would always say, I don't know if I have it. I'm like, you do have it. If you have something inside of you just kind of whispering, telling you not to do something, listen to it. It will never guide you wrong. So now she gets it. She'll call me and she'll say, Mom, I wanted to do A, but something was telling me not to do it. Is that my intuition? Yes, it is.
What did you teach her about other women? Because I know y'all could be kind of funny style to each other.
Well, you know what?
I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like I ain't... You know what I mean, Darnell? Not funny. I know, like...
I know what you mean.
My mother doesn't have... You know what? My mother's birthday was April 9th. And me and my brothers and sisters were saying, Mom never had a girlfriend. Like, she never had a homegirl. Like, we don't have no aunt, nothing. My mom did not have female friends, like, at all. So, and I feel sorry for her because she missed, like a kinship, kind of.
Yeah. You know... I didn't want my daughter to not be in competition with other girls or view other girls. That's what I mean. Yes. So I didn't raise her to look at other girls as competition, and I wanted her to have friends. Now, there were a couple of her friends that I peeped out, and I would tell her, that's not your friend. So I would point out stuff about that person and tell her to just watch them. Just know she's not your friend. I'm not going to make your decision for you, but that's not your friend.
Come on, man. See, I'm sorry to cut you off, but that you just hit home with how my wife, Crystal, raises our daughters, Lyric and Harmony, the same way. She be picking them out. She can tell who's the real friends versus the one.
They can.
And they be getting mad like, hey, that's my friend. That's my bestie, blah, 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 blah. And no, she ain't your friend. You may not believe me right now. You'll thank me later. And every single time, my wife is right about it.
Yep, because we know. And one day my daughter was like, how do you know so much? I said, because I've been around the block a time or two. I've seen it all. So when I see something coming, I recognize it because I've seen it before. Just watch out for this person, and this person. This person is your friend. I can't tell you to stop hanging with them, but you'll figure it out eventually.
Darnell, do you have a favorite quote? Like, let me get your top 3. That's hard to ask somebody, especially an author. What's your favorite part of the book? You wrote the whole thing, but what's some of the quotes that you've told your girlfriends and they're like, ooh, that was good, and they not children?
Well, something I would tell one girlfriend because she would go on date men, have sex with men, just pull out the stops, buy cars, and then when they would go out to dinner, she would split the bill.
Oh.
No.
And I was like, if we are having sex, I'm leaving my purse on the floor.
Right.
Keeping it real, Jack.
Let's go.
My wallet, you won't see my wallet. You're not going to see a coin. You're not gonna, so I'm passing it out to you, and I'm paying for my food. No.
So, Darnell, is this book just for young women?
No, it's for older women, too. I've had older women tell me that they got something out of it. Several of my girlfriends that maybe we haven't had that conversation before, but they found one thing and they were like, oh my gosh, this is so true. I really wish I had done this, or I'm going to start practicing this now. So it's not just for young girls. I'm just trying to catch the young girl before she has been through some stuff, just trying to help her before she even has problems.
I love it. The book is called Just In Case I Forgot to Tell You. It's written by Darnell Parr. Darnell, how can people get the book, and how can people holler at you to talk about the book?
It's on Amazon, and it's also on barnesandnobles.com, and I can be reached on Instagram at Darnell D. Parr. I'm having a book signing actually May 13th at Sankofa Bookstore on Georgia Avenue across from Howard University.
And I'm pretty sure
where it's at.
And I'm pretty sure you get asked this question plenty of times, but will there be a part 2?
I think there's going to be a part 2 because there are a lot of things that I didn't put in the first one that I just didn't think applied because it was other stuff that I wanted my daughter to know, not about people, other stuff.
Love it.
And there were a lot of things that my mom told me that I didn't want to put in there because I was trying to keep it PG. So I think
like what? Hold on, before we let you go, what is,
you got to spill the beans. You got
what
to
is
say
one thing your mama told you not to do?
Come on.
One thing she would tell me was I wasn't penis proof.
Okay.
And I was like, what does that even mean?
Griff, you know what that means?
No, I'm actually penis proof, dog. So unlike Darnell, I don't have that problem.
And one more thing, Darnell, one intriguing thing that you do as far as, I know you do a lot of things, but the one thing you do as far as exercise, I saw that you do the pole exercise, right? Is it pole dancing?
I do pole dancing for exercise, and I actually just finished doing a handstand lesson where I'm learning to do a handstand. It's hard to explain. Just imagine bending over, putting your hands on the ground, and lifting your legs above your head in a handstand without the aid of a wall.
Oh, without the wall.
It's pretty talented.
Send that to my wife.
He don't have one.
He still don't even have a wife, Darnell.
Yeah, he don't have a wife. He got a wall, though. It got holes in it.
There it is, man.
Darnell, we appreciate you calling. Please tell your awesome husband I said was cracking. And we got to get you on Get Up Mornings with Erica Campbell as well, okay?
I would love it. Well, thank you for having me.
Thank you.
Appreciate you,
Stay
Darnell.
blessed.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a great day.
All right.
Okay, bye-bye.
Well, that's the book, y'all.
I love it.
Handstands and penis proof. That's what I just took from the.
Well, don't say you took.
Oh, yeah.
Oh God.
I'm just saying, don't leave that out there.
Dog, wrap up the show.
Make sure y'all go support Darnell Parr, man. Pick up the book just in case I forgot to tell you, man. I can't wait to get it, man, because she did exactly what I did on right before I wrote my book, No Excuses, Get It Done.
Mm-hmm.
It started off as a whole bunch of just notes that I would just write to motivate myself and things that I would learn from mentors and other things. And then next thing you know, I got all these journals of information, and I made it into my book. So that was amazing right there. Just in case I forgot to tell you, Darnell Parr, available Amazon or Barnes & Noble. There it is. All right, man. Episode number 47 is coming to a close. Rock Teasy is who I be.
It's your boy Griff, penis proof, and I hate the homies.
I hate to come behind that. It's your
You hate what?
Oh, hey.
He said, behind what? You don't do what?
No, I didn't say anything.
Oh, no, you can't even say your name.
Get your hands out my pocket.
And he said it so hard.
Yeah.
Don't say that either.
Hate to come behind it.
It's your boy Super Dave.
No, nobody care. No, nobody care. I hate the homies. Y'all continue to download, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend, man. Keep the 5-star reviews coming. We appreciate you, man. Ray Duggar, take us out.
I said hate. I hate.
Please, hurry up. No. Ray.
I hate the homies.